9월 30일 7시 47분. One day, an ox was walking in a wet field. He accidentally put his foot on a family of young frogs and killed most of them. However, one escaped and ran off quickly to his mother. "Oh, mother, oh, mother," he said, "while we were playing, a really big fur-footed animal stepped on us." Big? As big as big as this? How big? Asked the old frog. How big? She sucked in air to make herself larger and said, "As big as this?" "Oh," said the little frog, "much, much bigger than that." "Well, was it this big?" She sucked in even more air. "Oh, mother, it was much bigger than that. So please stop sucking in air. You might hurt yourself." The mother frog didn't like her little one to doubt her abilities, so she tried again to become bigger, but this time she tried to hurt that her body explode. Confidence in your abilities can lead to personal destruction.
Chapter 5. The Wind and the Sun.
Long ago, the wind and sun were taking to each other. They could not decide who was stronger than the other. To answer the question, they agreed to try something. Watching a passing traveler, they decided to see which of them could take off the man's coat first. The wind began to blow, a cold and powerful wind. But the stronger the wind blew, the tighter the man held onto his coat. Next it was the sun's turn. Coming out from behind the clouds, the sun shone each warm, comfortable light down on a traveler. The traveler felt the gentle warmth on his shoulders. Finally, he sat down and took off his coat. It was clear that the sun had won. Kindness can be stronger than harshness.
The Oak and the Reed.
On the side of a river grew a tall oak tree. It stood with its roots firmly in the ground, and its head high in the air, and said to itself, "How strong I am! Nothing can make me bow. I am taller and stronger than all the other trees." But one day there was a storm. A strong wind came and struck the proud oak. The tree fell into the river. As the water carried it away, it passed by a thin reed that grew on the riverside. A little reed stood up tall and looked at the poor brook tree. "Hello, reed," said the tree. "Why didn't you break when the wind came? You are so little and weak." "Oh, poor tree," said the reed. "I bent and moved until the wind had passed. It must go where it is sent, but it will not hurt those who are not proud." Sometimes you have to bend low to suck it.
The Axe and the Tree.
Once upon a time, a man went to a forest. It asked the trees if they would give him some wood to make a handle for his axe. The trees thought this was very little to ask, and they gave him a good piece of hard wood. But as soon as the man fit the handle to his axe, he started to cut down all the best trees in the forest. As they crashed painfully to the ground, the trees said sadly to each other, "We suffer because of our foolishness." Only a fool would give their enemy the tools to destroy them.
The rose and the amaranth. A rose and an amaranth.
A rose and an amaranth grew side by side in a garden. One nice summer day, the amaranth said to its neighbor, "I envy your beauty and your sweet smell. Now I understand why everyone loves you." But the rose replied sadly, "Oh, my friend, I bloom only for a short time. Soon my petals will winter and fall, and then I will die, but your flowers never fade. Even if they are cut, they last forever. Greatness brings its own problems." A little boy once put his hand into a jar. The jar was full of nuts. He tried to take out as many as his hand could hold. But when he tried to pull his hand out, it was too large for a narrow neck of the jar. The boy didn't want to lose his nut. The little boy started to cry. An adult saw the little boy standing close by and told him something wise. "Be happy with half as many, and you will get them easily. Do not try too much at once."
Listening Guide. Chapter 1. Aesop's Fables. Chapter 1. The Fox and the Grapes.
One very hot day, a thirsty fox saw some ripe grapes in a garden. He said to himself, "How lucky I am. On a hot day like this, ripe grapes will be much nicer than cold water." Then he walked quietly into the garden and jumped down at the grapes. But the fox just missed them. He tried again and again, but every time he couldn't get the grapes. Finally, the fox stopped trying. He said, "I won't try anymore. The grapes are probably sour." It is easy to hate what you cannot have.
The Fox and the Crow.
A crow was sitting on a tree branch with a piece of delicious cheese in its mouth. A fox saw the crow and wanted the cheese. The fox thought and thought about how it could get the trees.
Finally,
Finally, the fox had an idea. The fox said, "What a special bird! It is the most beautiful bird in the world. Are its songs as beautiful as its face?" These kind words made the crow very happy, and the crow wanted to sing a song for the fox.
But when the crow opened its mouth to sing,
But when the crow opened its mouth to sing, the trees fell down. The smart fox quickly ran and got the trees. Then the fox said to the crow, "You are very beautiful, but not very smart. Don't don't always believe people who tell you kind things."
The fox and the woodcutter.
Some hunters were chasing a fox. The fox saw a woodcutter and asked him for help. "Please hide me, kind woodcutter," the fox said. The woodcutter told the fox to go into his house. Soon the hunters came. He asked the woodcutter, "Did you see a fox?" The woodcutter said, "No," but pointed to his house. The hunters didn't know why the woodcutter pointed. They went away. After a while, the fox came out of the house. The fox didn't say thank you. The woodcutter got angry at the fox.
Why don't you say thank you?
"Why don't you say thank you?" he asked. "I wanted to thank you," the fox said, "but I saw you signal to the hunters. Your words did not match your actions." You should act and speak the same, kindly.
The lion and the mouse.
A lion was sleeping happily when a mouse ran over its face. The lion woke up and was very angry. The big lion cuffed the little mouse to kill it. The mouse cried to the lion, "If you don't kill me someday, I will help you." Suddenly the lion started to laugh. "A little mouse can help a big lion like me." The lion thought it was funny and let it go. Soon after that day, the lion was walking in the forest. Suddenly it got caught in a net. The lion was very angry and roared. The mouse heard the lion and ran to help. The mouse saw the net and started chewing on it. Soon the mouse chewed a big hole in the net, and the lion was free. "See," the mouse said, "you laughed at me, but even a little mouse can help a big lion." Being kind to someone is never a waste.
The sick lion.
One day, an old lion realized that he was too old to hunt for food. The lion was sure it would soon die. He was very sad and went home. As he walked slowly home, the lion told the bird about his sad situation. Soon everyone in the forest heard about the lion's sad situation.
The
The other animals of lesser revered the lion, so one by one they came to visit the lion. The lion was old and weak, but very wise, as each animal into his own.
They were easy